Good afternoon. Is everybody still awake after lunch in the cafeteria? Good. Thank you for coming back. This morning and yesterday, I think two themes have emerged as part of your orientation as newly associated DPI NGO reps. Those are partnerships and youth. And this afternoon and this session especially, bring those together in what I think is really one of the best partnerships that we've seen in the short while that our team in DPI NGO relations has been together. The students and the faculty at Rutgers Preparatory School in New Jersey have had a longer association with the United Nations and the Academic Impact Group, but have just, since December, been associated as NGO, DPI NGO, full stop. We asked the faculty, Dr. Lake, if his students would be willing to work with us to move from the CSONet, which ECOSOC and DESA have told you is the way that you can find all of the NGOs globally, and you can search whether they're associated with the UN, the kinds of projects that they work on, the places where they're working. And we've reminded you to update your profiles in the CSONet. This afternoon you'll see why that's going to be increasingly important as this group of students and their faculty have transferred that information and are in the process of moving it at the conference. We'll be able to launch completely what we're calling NGO Connect app. And so we are so grateful to have them here to share their work and to have had their partnership along the way in putting together this app. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Pablito Lake and the students of Rutgers Preparatory School.
Good afternoon. My name is Pablito Lake. I am the head of computer science at Rutgers Preparatory School. Today what we're going to try to introduce to you is the app that we've been working on. We're calling it NGO Connect. It's simply an app to keep NGOs connected all across the globe. We are happy to be part of this exciting work, and I'm going to turn this over to my app developers to tell you a little bit more.
Hi, my name is Max. I'm a senior at Rutgers Prep. I was born and raised in New Jersey, and I worked on the user interface of the app.
Hello, I'm George. I'm a senior at Rutgers Prep, and I'm from Basingstoke, England, and I'm currently developing the mask for the application.
Hi, my name is Calvin. I'm a junior in Rutgers Preparatory School. I'm an Australian-born Chinese student currently studying in the US. It is my honor to be able to participate in this NGO Connection program and to be able to work with that lovely lady over there on the Iraq seat, Heidi Hunter. She developed our web service, which the app consumed to populate our database for the NGO Connect.
Hi, I'm Zach Shapiro. I was also born and raised in New Jersey. I'm a senior at Rutgers Prep, and I worked on the aforementioned database and its implementation.
Hi, I'm Mo. I'm also a senior from Rutgers Prep. I'm also an international student. I'm an international student from China, and this is my second year working on the project. I would like to also thank Heidi along with Erica, who directed the designing process and who cannot be here today, and then Catherine's enormous support to the project. And with that in mind, I would like to have everybody direct their attention to the introduction video we're about to show.
Hello, my name is Pablito Lake, head of the Computer Science Department at Rutgers Preparatory School. Today we are about to introduce to you an iPhone app that we've been working on in my Advanced Software Design class. I would now like to turn this over to my student app developers to tell you a little bit more.
NGO Connect's main objective is to help NGOs locate and/or connect
more effectively and efficiently with one another. One of the ways to find NGOs in our app is by using the name and discover searching tools. Once found, NGO profiles can be saved to your favorites, or you can look at previously searched NGOs in the Recent tab. In the More tab, you can select your home NGO and find more information about NGOs and about the app. The main tool in the app is the Near Me map. For more on the Near Me map, here's George.
One of the main features of our app is the Near Me search. Using the database, we get the geographical coordinates of each NGO and match those with the NGOs around them. Then we map the NGOs so you get a visual representation. The purpose of this is to get the NGOs communicating with each other in a very accessible way. Through these place marks, you can get to each NGO's individual profile.
Hi, I'm in charge of data communication. My job is to get sufficient information from the UN database to make your connection with other NGO easier and more productive. Our profile is delicately designed in a plain simplicity to provide just the amount of information to enable users to understand each other without jamming the screen. Complete profiles are also provided when the user seeks for more. The profiles are populated from the UN database via a web service developed by an affiliate developer, ID Hunter. With all the information stored in the local database, it does not only carry the information you need anywhere you go, but it also to make your search experience faster, more personal, and more convenient.
Now time for Discover. Discover was designed to take in several variables such as type, country, goals, and fields of activity to return a list of NGOs that fulfill that specific criteria. The database was designed to couple with this search, intended to match tables to these specific categories. It also has a dedicated table for profile information. Discover is intended to connect NGOs with an unknown other partner focusing in a similar area. It is just one of our search options.
Another great way to connect with other NGOs is through our name search. The feature allows the user to search directly into our database by typing the name of the NGO. The search engine will then provide the best answer by performing a wildcard search. Utilizing the search techniques that's natural to the SQL language, the search engine is guaranteed to deliver fast and accurate search results.
More. Okay, so now we would like to turn this over to you. If anybody has any questions, any comments, concerns, please feel free. Who moderates this?
Hi, my name is Emmy Lin, and I'm representing the American Association of University Women, and I'm also the communications chair of the youth reps at DPI NGO. Thank you very much for developing this app, especially for the youth who are very app-based and social media-based. When will this be available to us, and where can we access it? Thank you.
So the official full launch is going to be in August, and it'll be available in the App Store, the iPhone App Store.
Hi, my name is Mahfouzul Islam, and I represent Muslims for Progressive Values. I was just wondering if you guys already are working on an Android version of the app as well?
Last year, we worked on an Android application because the app was relatively simple comparing to this year. This year, we currently do not have a decisive plan. We'll have to wait until we are further into the development of the current app to decide whether we're going to have an Android version rolled out as well.
Aisha, can you hear me? Oh, okay. First of all, it's amazing that you've worked together so beautifully, and I wonder whether this is just for the UN, or whether you'll consider taking this to another level and marketing what you've done on a perhaps from a business perspective.
As it currently stands, we're only focusing on developing this for the UN, but we don't know. Most of us are seniors, so we're going to be moving on to college next year. So looking towards Kelvin, who's the only junior on the development team, he would have a better idea next year.
Okay, thanks a lot. So obviously, first of all, thanks very much. It's great that you guys are working to put together this app. We really appreciate it. And clearly, it's for NGOs to be able to find one another and to network. I'm just wondering if you've gotten feedback from NGOs along in the process, if you're planning to do any testing with users before you sort of finalize. And so that's one question, you know, how are you working with future users? And the second one is just to share, so what have been one or two of your challenges in making it user-friendly?
Take the second one first, George.
Hello? All right, so one of the challenges was for the NGO profile, because not all NGOs profiles are made the same, because like some may have like a fax or may not have one. So the way we figured out like how to solve that was to make it a table view. For the video, we changed it already from what it looks like in the video. So it's going to be like dynamically made for each individual profile. So that was one of the challenges we had to deal with. So, yeah.
Next one, map. You good? Yeah, he's out of questions.
Are we looking with any term?
And in terms of testing with NGOs, we just received DPI status, so we're working with our own information, but as it currently stands, we're still coupling the database, so we can't completely say all of the effects.
Like we are having a few testing sample from the UN database as a technical test, and then next process we are going to have maybe 1/3 or half of the profile to see the process of downloading it, and then to cooperating with more profiles. And then we might try to give out a few user interactive testing before the final release.
Also have, I'm sorry, did you also have a question with user friendliness of the app? Was that? I guess yes, because, okay, you want to talk about
Our main challenge was similar to what George said, where some of the information that we receive from the database is incorrectly inputted, formatted, which would kind of hinder the abilities of the app. So, but the ones that were updated properly, everything works fine, and we're just making sure that everything works clean.
Hi, my name is Kareem Saba, and I'm intern at DPI NGO. I have a couple of questions. First, are you planning to sell that app or just provide it for free? And the second question, is it updated, is it connected to CSO, so it's going to be updated once any new NGO submits a new application, and also because they have the annual review, so they will update their profiles every year, so is it updated? Thank you.
All right. We're going to provide. We're going to provide the app for free on the App Store, because this is a volunteering project that we're doing. And Kelvin, you want to talk?
Yep. Also, we have a time step for each profile. If the profile is updated with the UN database, we will not update simultaneously with the database, but we will have a periodically update for our local database. But we are thinking we don't need to use an update from the App Store. It's not an entire software update, but we are going to download a field update of the profiles at the start of the application.
Sorry, this is just a follow-up. So if you guys are planning to graduate or you're graduating next year, who's going to do the updates?
Me and future years advanced programming class and our talented student from Rutgers Preparatory School will be cooperating with the UN to do that.
And plus most.
Also, plus most of the seniors that left left for the college will come back, or we will be contacted together to figure out the perfect solution for the future of the app.
Hi, my name is Alexandria Fitzgerald. I'm a youth representative for ECPAT International USA. I don't know which one it is. But I just want to say great job, guys, especially at such a young age. This is really inspirational, especially for the other youth reps we have. My question for you, I don't know if anyone has thought about it yet. Since you will have DPI status, you get the opportunity to have 2 youth reps. The only challenge you might find is that you have to be 18 years old. So my thought was maybe since you guys are graduating, you could still maybe have 1 or 2 of you as youth reps, and you could, be actively participating with the other UN youth reps we have, which could also serve as a point person if there are questions, let's say, about the app. Does that make sense? In my head, it made a lot more sense.
No.
I am the one of the representatives from my school for the United Nations, and I would think that it's definitely possible that there can be future connections going on, as even maybe if I leave the school. And of course, obviously, if there's any question regarding to the app that needs to be dealt with the app, well, I guess it's going to get my undivided attention for the next long period of time.
Good afternoon. My name is Yasmin Gwoli-Fordham, and I direct the Global Peacemaking Program at Intersections International. First of all, thank you, gentlemen, for putting this together. This is really exciting, and I'm sure all of you will go on to do amazing things in your careers. And my question is in regards to the pool or the database of NGO candidates that you'll be using for this app. Now, I understand that they're UN-recognized organizations, but can you speak specifically as to which department? Is it just the DPI NGOs? Is it the ECOSOC ones that have consultative status?
Okay.
In terms of the database and where you're pulling your information from. Thank you.
So in terms of which NGOs will be featured in the app, as it currently stands, we're only pulling from those with DPI and ECOSOC or ECOSOC status. So as more get those accreditations, they will be featured in the app. So it's more incentive to get those statuses.
Yeah, my name is David Clark. I'm with FECRIS, the European Federation of Centers of Research and Information on Sectarianism. That has to do with college students a lot, and also sometimes high school students. Thanks for coming and appreciate your work. The question I have is in terms of the App Store, is this strictly an Apple product, or will it be compatible with like Google or Microsoft platforms or other types of applications?
The Google platform, we're going to have to see where we can get to and the progress that we're making on the iOS before. And then on the Windows Store and Windows platform, I don't think we have any plans of doing that at this moment.
Okay. Thank you.
I just have one more question for the professor, and I wonder how did you designate various, specialties for each of your group? I'm just amazed at how well coordinated and mature each member is, and that's quite a thing to have brought them together. How did that go?
That's a good question. I just took their names, put them in a hat, and I've known these gentlemen for quite a while. We started off with all the basic courses. We've grown together, so pretty much know their abilities. So from their abilities, I could easily take that and assign their roles.
Hi, I want to thank you all for the video presentation and also for all of the work that you've been doing. I'm sure everyone in the audience can see why we are so delighted with this partnership and with the work that's been going forward. Eric Rose, who's not here, has been managing the project for DPI, and another great partner in this has been Heidi Hunter, who's going to just say a few words on what DESA has been able to provide, because it's also a partnership within the UN for us that we're also grateful for.
Everybody, it's been a real privilege for me to work on this project. As Catherine mentioned, I am the web developer primarily responsible for maintaining the ICSO and CSONet online platform. So all of you who've been entering all of your information in there and working in there, we're constantly working on improving and keeping that platform up to date for all of you to ease the process. And this is an exciting new development, I think, in being able to engage with and connect with your peers. There are peers working with the UN and peers around the world in your areas of specialty. For myself, as a computer science professional, it's a special privilege to be able to aid in the education and promoting computer science, specifically in software development in our young people. So I'm very, very excited to have the chance to work with this great group of high schoolers. They've been very receptive. It's it's been a nice back and forth process, and I myself am just delighted to see all of their hard work coming to fruition. So we're working hard and looking forward to seeing all of you be able to try out the platform soon.
Sorry, because not everybody can hear Jeff. We were just asking if you had any parting words. I wanted to ask you if you could talk a little bit, Dr. Lake, about the relationship that Rutgers Prep has had with the UN. This is the second app that your students have developed for the UN. The first one that Mo mentioned is on English language learning, and I know that the result of that is that you're working on other projects in other countries with different partners as well, and I don't know if any of you is able to expand on that, but I'm sure people in our audience would be eager to know what else your school is interested and available to do.
Yes, we did an application regarding to teaching the English language through teaching about the United Nations with UNEPD last year. I was fortunate enough to be included as a junior last year to work on that project, and it was similar to this one. I mean, although different in the developing process, but it was a similar idea in the way that it's another great education process, and we put in a lot of work. It's a thing that you get educated and you get to learn computer science and developing apps, and in the same way it feels like a job where you have to get the things done. You have to get everything uploaded on time, get everything available, and get everything right. There's no score. The score is whether people download it or not. So that was sort of the project from last year. And then what's the other question? The other apps that we're developing right now, we're not currently working on it, but there is a plan that we're doing a collaborative work with a school in Zambia to preserve the local language. We've been contacted and we've shared our general idea and design of the app. And but in order for us to hit the ground running on an app that does this, we're going to need our local partners to actively collect data while we're figuring out a way to approach solving this issue through a mobile app. So that's currently also under consideration as a part of the work that we do.
Thank you. We want to thank you again, and we're all looking forward to August at the conference, where we'll have a booth where you can stop by with your mobile device and download the app from the App Store for free. We have a promise that some students may come and help us with that downloading. So if you don't already have a mobile device, make sure you have one by the 27th of August. And at this point, we have to leave the General Assembly Hall and move to Conference Room 1. So if you are new to our meetings, more frequently, we'll be meeting over there in the conference building. So this is part of your ongoing tour back to where we were yesterday, to Conference Room 1. But please join me once again in thanking the students and the faculty from Rutgers Prep.